Hi folks, Sam Hazlett back with you to talk about wine, and in this particular case, wine at the Minnesota State Fair. You might be thinking to yourself, what wine at the Minnesota State Fair? But in fact, there is a rich tradition of wine at the Minnesota State Fair, beginning with the Amateur Winemakers Competition. Every year, hundreds and hundreds of people enter this amateur competition. And anybody is eligible to enter it as long as you're based in Minnesota. You can make wine out of fruit, out of grapes, out of imported grapes, out of Minnesota-grown grapes. And there are literally hundreds of entrants, all judged by the likes of, well, people like me. Each year we get to taste dozens and dozens and dozens of wines. We taste Minnesota fruit wines. We also taste wines made out of things like jalapeno peppers. This year there was a mushroom wine. There's always, it seems like every year there's going to be a dandelion wine. And sometimes wines can be good and sometimes the wines can be, well, frankly, not so good. But it's a spirit of competition that's been going on for quite a long time. And you can see the winners of this competition if you go to the Ag Hort building at the Minnesota State Fair. At the Ag Hort building, you will also find a new booth that was put into place last year, which is a Minnesota wine booth. There you can taste different flights of wines, compare and contrast the different wines that are made, and learn a little bit of something about Minnesota-grown grapes, what's happening at the University of Minnesota, and what's happening in cold climate viticulture. It's really a fascinating thing. And furthermore, there's another wine outlet, which perhaps is even more fun because it's a place where you can also have the fine cuisine of Schumacher's. Schumacher's was a stalwart in New Prague for a long time. They ran a bed and breakfast and restaurant there. That is shut down, but they live on at the Minnesota State Fair. You'll find Schumacher's right behind the giant slide and right next to the crepe people. And the crepes are fabulous, so be sure to stop by that booth for a tasty treat and try the Minnesota wines over at Schumacher's. But there you can find different wines for sale, and you can purchase a glass of wine from Minnesota's oldest vineyard, Alexis Bailey Vineyard. There you can get the Saval Blanc, which is a wonderful, crisp, dry white wine, perfect for any fairgoers this weekend. And perhaps Minnesota's best red wine, which is the Voyageur. The Voyageur is a blend of Frontenac, Leon Mio, and Maréchal Foch. Frontenac was a grape that was developed at the University of Minnesota and is the primary ingredient in the Voyageur. You'll be able to taste many Frontenac wines at the Ag Hort building at the wine booth. And Leon Mio and Maréchal Foch are two French hybrid grapes that have been grown for about 30 years at Alexis Bailey Vineyard. So I encourage you to go to the Minnesota State Fair and this year visit the Ag Hort building and learn a little bit of something about the Minnesota wine industry. You'll be able to see the wines and taste the wines. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at Sam's Wine Shop.